Man, I don't think it's ever going to stop raining. It's time to get the garden planted, but I just can't get in there and work because it's been raining every single day this week. More rain called for tomorrow and the next day. We'll just have to wait and see how bad it gets, actually. All right, I got something to show you guys today. Lots of you guys have been asking questions. I finally got the answer for you. They came in yesterday morning. You probably already know what I'm talking about right now. I'll tell you the story about how all that happened. I'm kind of surprised that they're all still alive. Let me bring you inside. We'll take a look. All right, so a little crowded in the garage or the shed here. I can't quite fit the camera in here and me in here unless I get in the brooder box here. I don't know if you can see them. They're all kind of huddled back there in the corner right here, but what we're looking at, 25 Cornish cross chicks, just a couple of days old. These arrived yesterday from Hatch Poultry Farms. So you can see, let me grab one of them real quick if I can catch him. There you go. There we go. There he is right there. These things grow incredibly fast. I mean, they're already starting to get feathers on their wings, and they're just a couple of days old. Born on Monday. Today's Friday, and I'll do a couple more video updates before this video posts. This video will post on Monday morning. Of course, you know that if you're watching it. So I'm shooting this on Friday night. I'll come back tomorrow. We'll take a look at them over the next couple of days before I finish this video out, and we'll see just how much they've grown since then. But I got a story about how these came about. It was a little bit of work actually getting these guys in. Nothing that Hatch Poultry did wrong. They did everything right. Just the USPS kind of messed up a little bit. Well, as you can see, those guys are doing great. And right now they're at the fun stage to watch. It's like they just kind of hang out together under the heat lamps for a little while, and then they all decide all of a sudden, we got to go get a drink, and they all run over to the water. And then they're like, we got to go eat, and they all run over to the food. They all just kind of move in unison all at one time, and little cute little fluffy yellow balls. They're not going to stay that way forever, of course, but right now they are pretty cute and fun to watch. So it was a little bit of work, like I said, getting these guys in. Some of you guys, we announced we were going to be doing some meat chickens, and a lot of you guys kept asking about where are the chickens, where are the chickens, where are the chickens? They're coming, they're coming, they're coming. Finally got them in, and actually I'm kind of surprised that these guys all made it. These are from Hatch Poultry. There's a discount link below if you want to order hatching eggs. You can do that. There's a link in the description. There is a 15% discount on all your hatching eggs that you'll order from Hatch Poultry. So take advantage of that if you're looking to get some eggs. But we're talking about actual live birds being shipped today. So these birds hatched out on Monday. Again, today's Friday. They hatched out on Monday. They were put in a box to ship out, ready to go. I got a notification from Hatch Poultry Farms that the birds are shipping. Here's the tracking information. I checked it. You paid for overnight delivery, and they were due to be here by Tuesday, 3 o'clock p.m. So I checked it again Tuesday. When I got up, got ready to go to work, scheduled delivery, 3 o'clock, by 3 o'clock Tuesday afternoon. So I go ahead and go to work. I worked for a couple hours there, and then I came home around noon. My wife was going into work a little bit later, so there was about an hour and a half gap where there was nobody here, and then I came home and I worked from home for the afternoon so I could be here to get them when they came in. It was a little bit chilly, a little bit on the cool side. I didn't want them sitting on the porch, just sitting out there if they got delivered. So I came home and worked from home for the rest of the day. Didn't show up. Didn't get anything from the post office, nothing, just didn't show up. So I checked the tracking information again. It's 6 o'clock Tuesday night by this time. Still says guaranteed delivery by 3 o'clock Tuesday afternoon. So who knows? I figured, well, they'll show up tomorrow then. So, neighbor's out. My dog's saying hi to the neighbor. So anyway, Wednesday comes around. My wife's off work, so I go ahead and go to work, let her stay home and watch for the chicks all day. Again, nothing. Didn't show up at all. Not at all. Wednesday, no notification from the post office, nothing. So now we're going on, a full 24 hours at least past when they're supposed to be delivered. So they're on day 3 basically. If you know chicks, they can live for usually about 3 days without food and water after they hatch. So they're still, within that window, but it's getting pretty close. Finally, Thursday morning, I get ready to leave for work and I get a phone call from the post office about 7 o'clock in the morning that, hey, we got these chicks down here for you to come and pick up. So luckily they called me early enough. I hadn't gone to work yet. I had enough time. I ran down there, got them real quick, brought them home, opened up the box. all of them survived. So I was a little bit surprised about that to begin with. All of them survived. They all look great. Put them in the brooder box with some food. I didn't have time to shoot video at the time, or I would have. I would have shot video and showed you guys unboxing them and all that kind of stuff. But there wasn't much to it than that. I take them out of the box, show them where the water is, dip their beak in the water so they know where it is. They all sat around there, got a little bit of a drink, and then they just kind of ran laps around the brooder like, woohoo, I'm free. It was kind of fun to watch. Wish I could have got the camera out, but I didn't have time. I had to do it real quick and get on to work. But that's not actually the whole story. This is actually the second shipment of chicks that we've got sent to us. The first one was a little over a month ago. I don't remember the exact date, but it was in April. The chicks got shipped to us, same kind of thing. We got the tracking information. These did actually show up. I think they showed up on time. I don't remember exactly now if they were the next day after they said they were going to be here or what. But here was the problem. We had a 30-degree low that night, the night before they arrived. And it was cold, very cold, unseasonably cold actually. It was about, like I said, 29 degrees, something like that when I woke up that morning. Post office showed up to deliver all the chicks to us, dead on arrival, every single one of them. I'm sure what happened is the post office just let them sit in a truck all night long out in the cold and killed them off. Now, you can't blame the shipper on that. You can't blame Hatch Poultry for that. That's the post office's poor handling. The box was clearly labeled live birds, handle with care, rush delivery, all that. But I think the post office just let them sit out in a truck all night long, and they ended up freezing to death, so they ended up dead. Here's the good news. If you're worried about that, if you order your birds from Hatch Poultry, they will make sure that they make it right. If your birds end up dead on arrival, they'll either ship you birds from the next hatch, or they'll refund your money for the birds that did end up dead on arrival. Just contact them right away as soon as you get the delivery. If you have birds that are dead on arrival, contact them right away. They'll work that out for you. Now, you may have to wait if you want new birds shipped to you, like we had to wait about a month, but that's okay. It's not too late in the year for me, and actually probably works out a little bit better. It's a little bit warmer now, so it's a little bit easier to care for them in the brooder. Don't have to worry about keeping the heat lights, quite as high, quite as close to them to get it warmed up. It's hard to get that brooder box warmed up with a couple of heat lights whenever the low temperatures are about 30 degrees. But anyway, my point to all that is, what a great supplier Hatch Poultry is. Just really encourages me whenever I go recommending them, whenever I'm offering discount codes to my viewers to go order eggs from them. They stand behind their products, they stand behind their birds. They have great customer service. Right now is a busy time of year, and I know we've had a couple of reports from a few people that are saying that they've tried to email and haven't gotten a response to it yet or not. Just be patient with them. They're handling a ton of orders right now, and I mean a ton. It's not just them, it's every hatchery in the world right now, or in the country anyway, is handling a ton of orders right now. So be patient with them if they haven't gotten back to you right away. You may have to reach out to them one more time. It may have gotten lost in the shuffle somewhere along the way. They are a great supplier though. They are going to take care of your needs for you. If you do have a problem where you order birds from them, they end up dead, they're going to stand behind that. They're going to replace them, or they're going to refund your money for it. So you're not going to be out anything at all on that. And you can't ask for more than that. That's a great guarantee for sure. All right, well, it is Sunday. I didn't get out and take a video of the birds on Saturday. I spent all day working in the garden. It was just kind of worn out. Didn't really get a chance to get out here with them. I did check on them. They were doing fine. Haven't checked on them this morning, so I'm going to take you guys along with me. We're going to see how well they're doing, how much they've grown in the last 2 days. I don't know if you'll be able to tell or not, but let's see. Well, there they all are. I don't know if you can see them in the video and tell, but yeah, they are definitely definitely bigger. Have their wing feathers starting to grow out, you know, like they did the other day, and they're definitely starting to go through the food. Both those feeders were full. It's taken them a little over a day to kind of get them down to halfway, so I think I should probably fill them back up, and I need to give them some more water. So a little cramped in here. Let me see if I can get in here without knocking the camera over. There we go. All right. Fill that feeder back up for them. Get this one completely full. There you go, guys. And it's time to go fill up the water. It's taken them, what is this, a 5-quart water? Oh, I'm not in camera, am I? There we go. Let's get down here where I am. This is a 5-quart water. It's taken them, I don't know, the better part of the 3 days they've been here to empty it. And it's just almost empty. Not too nasty, really. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, there's a couple pieces of hay and stuff in there, but that's about it. It's actually pretty clean water. So I'm going to go ahead and go fill this up real quick. And let's see. Oh, do this without falling over. There we go. Whoops. I'll take care of that. All right, so got their water replaced. Let's get down here where I'm in camera. Got their water replaced, and yeah, they're doing pretty good. Here, let's get out of here, guys. Come on. Let's see if I can grab hold of one of them here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. There we go. There we go. Here's one of them. Look at those wing feathers already coming out. Just crazy how fast these guys grow. Look at that. There you go. They're a little nervous to be around you, but if you sit in here for just a few minutes, stay fairly calm, they calm down, they start running around, exploring, they just get used to you pretty quick. You might notice this little one right there had some pasty butt problems with it, had to clean it up. It seems to be doing okay right now. I need to actually get a hold of him and check him out real quick. Yeah, I need to get out here and clean him up again. Get a wet wash rag and clean him up underneath. He's having some problems. His vent is kind of plugged up a little bit. That's pretty common with chicks the first couple of days after they start eating. It's something you got to keep an eye on. So basically, I'll just get a warm paper towel, clean him up, try to make sure that I get that unclogged. He should be doing okay from that, but it is something I need to, I've had to do it once before. I'm going to have to do it again. It looks like he's pretty filthy. So I'm going to go do that, take care of that real quick. I'm not going to show all that on video. It's not necessary. It's just kind of a pain. It's hard for me to show on video, but a little bit nasty to take care of, but it is one of those things you just got to do from time to time. So anyway, let me get out of this brooder box and get out here where we can shoot some better video and see me in camera. All right, so got the camera out here, got a little bit more room. I close this up so I maintain the heat in there. It's a little bit on the chilly side today. So anyway, we're going on, what, 4 days, I think, having these birds so far. Everything's going pretty well. They're pretty easy to take care of. Just make sure they got food and water, and that's it. And I'll be feeding them 24 hours a day for the first couple of weeks. When they move out of the brooder box, at about 2.5 weeks old probably, we'll start limiting their feed to 12 hours a day, because if you feed them 24 hours a day all the time, they're gonna eat themselves to death, basically. They're gonna grow too fast, so they'll end up with leg problems and all kinds of things like that. So right now they're doing pretty good, as you can see. I got to get a chicken tractor built because it's only going to be about 2.5 weeks in here, and then they're going to be moving out to the chicken tractor. So that'll probably be next week's video. You'll probably see me building chicken tractors next week. So anyway, stay tuned for further updates on these guys. I guess that's about it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, God bless.